Imagine you're 22 years old and you get a job even before your final year results. And that job involves living in a different city. Pretty standard, right? But it is a big deal for someone who has been highly sheltered and prevented from even attempting total independence. At that point in my life, I was in a city that made me. A city that made me into a man from a boy. A professional writer from an amateur blogger. A decent cook, an independent man who could afford rent and maintain a decently clean house. A city that taught me to drink without becoming a drunk. A city that taught me to smoke without becoming a chain smoker. Hyderabad, you beauty. You're a wonderful mix of old and new. You are a nurturer. Hyderabad, you beautiful, beautiful muse. I shall be eternally grateful to you. I lived in Hyderabad for 2 years and some months, but in my mind's eye, it feels like an eternity. That's because I learned a lot there. I did a lot of things for the first time, and those things formed a core memory. I made my first income here. I opened a public provident fund account here for the first time, and I learned how to save money. I made my first group of friends in my professional life. As a family, we explored the city and the ups and downs of our first jobs. And then, as the Hyderabad journey ended, we went our ways and gradually moved apart.
नजरिया लागे नहीं कहीं ओ नजरिया लागे नहीं कहीं
But the memories remained, even as I explored Hyderabad again with a fresh pair of eyes 10 years later. That's why first times are memorable. That's why Hyderabad will always be memorable. No matter how many times I return, I will feel the same thrill and sense of youth. But enough about what happened in Hyderabad. Let me take you through what happened after Hyderabad. I moved cities, too many. Gurgaon, Delhi, Ahmedabad, and then finally to my current station in Bangalore. I fell in love, got married. Hyderabad was the foundation of journalism for me. But after Hyderabad, I moved through various professions, finally ending up in IT. I'm still a writer though, so the seed that Hyderabad nurtured ended up being a solid tree, though of a very unique kind. I am now smarter, more wise, more mature. The heart doesn't trust as freely now. The inner circle of many has now come down to the inner circle of one. Almost all of the friends I had made in Hyderabad are now mere acquaintances. New friends have not taken their place. They linger on, like the fragrance of Hyderabadi attar, coming from somewhere near yet so very far. Only one has remained, whose work takes him around the world. And then, it was because of him that I planned this sudden trip. How could he be in Hyderabad for a few days and I not follow? Shomo, my best friend, my one and only roommate in life. And also there's Shubharoop, my oldest friend, a fellow writer I had met online in 2011 when I used to blog and not vlog. I have met Shubho for only 4 hours in these last 13 years, but still, he lays out a feast for me every time. Shubho is the beacon of Dakkani hospitality and love. Shubho is synonymous with Hyderabad for me, and I know whenever I visit, his doors are always open. Slowly, the trip came to an end. All touristy things done: Charminar, Golconda Fort, Chowmahalla Palace, Ramoji Rao Film City. This time, this trip was more special because my lovely father in law was my traveler in company. Thankfully, he approved of Paradise, apparently the world's most famous biryani. But most importantly, he loved Hyderabad too. I relived my time in the city and shall now return a younger man, though not in age but in spirit. Maza आया, पर ये दिल मांगे more. I must visit soon because the best time to plan a trip to Hyderabad is right after you've returned from the city.